the only thing that mattered in the group stages was obviously not get the last two places, and your placement only determines whoever's you're going to be fighting off against in the playoffs. But honestly, the main goal there is just not to get the last two places. Quite unfortunately, we have had two teams that we had to say goodbye. But then again, that also means that we still need to move forward, go on with the tournament. But I like. Okay, look. I like Alter Ego. Batting Hoopa, bro. They needed that, bro. They needed
it, yeah.
And that's the thing, right? That's the thing that was missing. That's the thing that Onyx missed. They didn't ban no Hoopa. They cannot give the Hoopa to Kai. And at the same time, there is still the the Leafeon still open. We might be able to see some Serena, but I don't know, man. I feel like this is more of a oh wow, actually gets a priority pick for Dylan going in for the Mewtwo Y.
Yeah, and you wouldn't want that Mewtwo Y to get away on your palm because Viridon is actually not available at least for this game.
Right.
So definitely, second best option is go to the Mewtwo Y. That's the most efficient attacker in replacement to the Viridon. But on the other hand, for Alter Ego, quite interested. They might be going in for the Zacian as well. So, what do you think? Like we've discussed a while ago, in terms of firepower, yes, Zacian is good. But the thing is, you have to stack up those Eo's energy. But same thing goes for Mewtwo Y.
Well, if we're talking about that, right? Like, I guess that's the reason why Alter Ego went in for the Umbreon. Went in for the Umbreon as early as possible, mainly because of the fact that they cannot give it to Talon just so this Zacian can get in on team fights. But then again, with this kind of composition coming in from that of Talon, they just open up the three evolutions, very powerful evolutions. Sure, they might be squishy, but all they really needed is Umbreon and Zacian to be up front, and Glaceon and Espeon can just do out all the damage from the back lanes. Now, into Talon though, Kai obviously not going to be going in for that of the Umbreon nor the Hoopa, but instead goes in for the classic Eldegoss, which has been working out pretty well for them since day number 1 of playing the game. And now, I'd have to say, very balanced out composition for Talon here. We have Mycross here, Rubik's as well. As the attacker, we have the backlane damage, and Synchron obviously could be both. Frontliners or backlane doesn't really matter. But Kai is, as I mentioned, time and time again, is the key here for Talon. If they take out Kai, they pretty much can take out everyone else as well.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I haven't seen any cursed held items at the side of Talon, wherein Alter Ego does have a Blissey on their hands, so definitely this is somewhat of a problem that I can see so far for Talon. But if they can actually do a blowout damage, specifically they do have Mewtwo Y, they do have Greninja, definitely that won't be a problem, and they would just have to set their priority all the way into the Blissey. But fight to tell you, Glaceon has a sure hit. Same thing goes in for Espeon if you do choose the Stored Power, but I feel like this is going to be a side shock, and Icicle Spears would be the trump card here for a Glaceon to get the sure hits.
Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, like, it's just the Umbreon and the Zacian that needs to be in front, and everything else just would follow through for the Espeon and the Glaceon. Now, going over that, into the side of Talon, we have the Psyduck, which is going to be essentially their defender supporter. Eldegoss is just going to sustain that Psyduck, and Greninja really needs to be careful here because the Serena and the Mewtwo would be able to dish out some damage, but with the burst attack coming from the Espeon and the DPS from that of the Glaceon, Greninja can easily be taken out.
Oh yeah, totally agree on that one, because Greninja, despite being a high damage dealing attacker, is actually very squishy, and you need the assistance of a defender or a supporter for you to be up as quick as you can. That's why you have the double team, in order for you to evade your opponents. It could be the double team, it could be the smoke screen, whatever you prefer, but definitely double team is, quite the much more efficient, because you really do want those close to throw out the water shurikens on your opponent.
And here you go as well. what do you call this? It's in the sense of like both of these teams, right? They're still trying to gauge each other out. Obviously, I mean, how would I say this? They are definitely, I think we can say for sure as well, confidently the strongest in their respective region, the strongest in Taiwan, Hong Kong, and the strongest in what do you call this? Philippines. I think
Oh,
that there's no doubt in that. And this is the place, this is the platform, and this is the this is the match that will decide whether or not is Alter Ego really still untouchable in terms of the Asia power scaling. That's not a good term, but you get what I mean.
yeah, yeah. I know what you mean.
But or would Talon be able to make a statement? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because Talon, we've known them for quite some time. Top in the Philippines, proven themselves in Southeast Asia and Asia Champions League way back 2023 and 24. So, they're proving a lot so far. But yes, Alter Ego, still one of the prominent teams out here. But as you can see, Alter Ego trying to get the Altaria and Swablos all the way into the middle. But oh my goodness,
Ooh, wow.
make it out. Dylan is eyeing on the prize.
And here we have it. Talon now finally answering back into Alter Ego, going to be able to put out some scores and get their stacks as well. Unfortunately for Dylan, though, is now going to be, what goes the Mega Evolution is now going to be taken out of that of the YouTube, but still Sync One is there to help down Dylan. But here we go. Just trying to get in the Altarias and the Swablues up top into the side of Talon. The question is, would they be able to get the Reggie Elecki and the Reggie bottom as well, as it is going to be coming up in just 3 seconds. Still no Unite move though.
Yeah, no Unite move. And the prioritization actually for Talon is actually looking great because they have the spacing all the way into the Regieleki and they're trying their best to contest this Regirock, which would add up a lot of defense, in which they really do need that because they don't have a defender. And right now, there goes the KO.
Oh,
But still, the last hit lands in the hands of Alter Ego.
Yes, sirree. But at the very least, right? Like it wasn't really a total loss for Talon because they were able to take down one Pokemon, that is the Umbreon, into the side of Alter Ego, and at the same time, Mike is still left up top and was able to secure that Regieleki for the team. And now, slowly but surely, Talon is now reverting into that of the top path, just so they can push this one up. Here comes the X speed as well into that of the Trop Cake. Let's find out how they're going to be doing it. Infinite Cyber is going to be popped up as well into that of the whatever Shuriken, just to push him away, allowing the team to get a little bit of space to destroy the first Skogul, and that's all the thing that they need to do. Now they have to disengage and be prepared for the next team fight. And look at this, Alter Ego wants to do the pressure, wants to force the issue against that of Talon, and Talon is prepared for that. And look at that, they are now targeting that of the Serena, but Kai is down behind them, putting up some spores to heal the teammates, and no one else is still gone. No casualties whatsoever for Talon.
And that is just playing tag, being able to bait out who's going to be overextending for you to get KOs, because KOs are really much needed here by both of the teams in order to advance even further when it comes to their lead. Because if you're going to take a look at it, Talon is not looking good in terms of XP, and they really need to catch up. That's why they're trying to bait out Alter Ego if they're going to be overextending, and there goes the ambush all the way at their backs.
Because again, right, like we've already mentioned this before, but the game does have some sort of a rubber banding, and the moment that they can take out like a Pokemon that's really huge or very high in level, immediately the XP will be boosted at what you're going to be getting, so you can almost immediately catch up in terms of XP if you can take out a Pokemon that is really high level. With that being said though, it is going to be a bit of a poking game here instead of the bottom path, as Mike is up left as well. Maybe going to be able to take down that Regieleki, but no, actually going to be joining down bottom as well to pressure down Alter Ego. Now Alter Ego is going to be using Minute Prance here against that of Rubik's full power AI, and look at that, Dylan going to be able to take down the Glaceon, and look at that, another one here, the Blitz is going to be taken out as well, and there you have it, the Umbreon is down. That's going to be 3 for non-trade. Talon winning team fights again and again.
That's actually very phenomenal for Talon, specifically for being able to prioritize the Umbreon, because Umbreon does provide a lot of hindrance for their team, and they know that they don't have the mean look. If Alter Ego doesn't have the mean look, definitely it will be an easier task for them to wipe everyone out, and that Queen's Ascendant was the answer by Mike.
No, yeah, I mean, no Milo means the Zacian would have a hard time to get in, especially in Sacred Sword and, of course, Sovereign Sword. But Kodak Cloud Crash are going to be popping up as well. Glacial Stage into Mike, but it's not going to be enough, though. No, the Spore is going to be healing them up. They're going to be able to survive for another day here, but unfortunately, the grenades are going to be taken out. It's going to be one for one trade. That is the Zacian going to be out as well. And look at that, Psychic Solaire just to have another KO. It's going to be 2 for 2 trade. Dylan, though, onto the Milo, but Kai is making sure that they survive another day, and they did as well. And now they need to secure this. They need to be able to stop this. But Rubix was almost down, but they're going to be the one taking down one into the side of Alter Ego. Low HP, but it doesn't matter at all. Talon is still surviving, was able to buy a lot of time here, and now answering back for first Uno card.
Oh my goodness, Rubix is still up and online, making sure to buy an ample time for their teammates to heal a couple of HP in order to prolong the team fight, in order for their team to not collapse and be on the equal footing in terms of XP. But right now, they do have the lead. They just have to get their track on this point. They have to be very, confident here. They have to be very confident. They do have the lead. Confident, but do not overextend.
I am getting hyped again.
Yeah.
Yo. I have no words for what's happening in the moment, bro. Shit.
Oh my goodness. Upper semis, by the way. Not yet their grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at that teleport. Oh, he's gonna hit a minimal amount of damage inside of Alter Ego. Look at those Icicle shards, dealing a lot of damage as well. But might tell you, 20 seconds on the clock before the Rayquaza appears, but there's 3 seconds left.
Yeah. Oh, taken out though. Look at that eyes almost getting taken out. No, they will not be taken out. Goes in for the wish as well, just to be able to survive. But the thing is, they were able to take down 2 intercept of Talon with just 6 seconds left into the Rayquaza. This is quite detrimental for the side of Talon. They need everyone in this, especially Kai. Kai has just respawned now, and Alter Ego for sure is going to take advantage of this. Infinite Cyber is going to pop up into the Psychic Solaire, into the middle of price as well. But it's just going to be enough though. Drop kick, going to be able to get away. Infinite Cyber, what do you 4-Power Saya, yeah, is going to be popular as well. Glacial Stage, not quite yet, but no more Unite moves into the side of Alter Ego, and Talon needs to be able to get this one. Still no, there we go. That is the one version that I'm looking for, and that's going to be 2 to the side of Alter Ego, and the Serena is going to be taken out. Now they need to back up just a little bit, get a little bit of time here, and that now that they've already pushed down Alter Ego, they can now put up a little bit of damage into that of the Rayquaza. But the thing is, the Serena is still missing. Alter Ego can still steal away the flip. Here we go, and they were able to get the flip as well. The Sovereign forward coming in from that of the Zacian. Ladies and gentlemen, all trades alike. Grenada is now down, and they just want to stop Alter Ego from scoring in because they do not have any points themselves.
That's gonna hurt a lot. They should have let 94 get inside the Rayquaza's pit. Talon needs to catch up. They need 84 points to get on the equal footing. They need 85 to win this thing, but they have to defend as well. They have to go for the KOs. They need the room in order to prolong, in order to get the lead. But right now, they don't have the buffer to Rayquaza, but the Moonlight Press can pop as well.
Yo, that was beautiful, Alter Ego. You know, the fight didn't start when the Rayquaza came up. The fight started right before it went out. And Alter Ego, they made sure that they take out Kai. And taking out the Serena was just a bonus, honestly. All they needed to take out was Kai, and that alone gives them a huge boost because Kai is just beautiful in terms of supporting teammates. But unfortunately for them, Talon didn't have enough time to catch up into Alter Ego, and Alter Ego wins game number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, that was beautiful calculations coming in from Alter Ego. I don't have any words, bro.
Oh my god, it's just game number 1, mighty tell you, of the upper semi-final series. And my oh my, we are seeing works of wonders here. Mighty tell you, I feel like the winning factor here for Alter Ego is that, yes, they do have an all-rounder, which is 94, who could actually, number 1, deal a lot of damage, number 2, they have enough sustain. Despite Ikura not being able to respond on time a while ago, him alone was enough to get to the first pick, and actually not. They're going to be sticking on their actual positions. Talon's still on the orange, and Alter Ego still on the purple, and there we have it. Respect band still for the Hoopa, because if you're actually not quite sure how to counter that one out, definitely just ban it away. Don't let them use it if you don't have a strategy that's actually 100% to counter that kind of strat. And right now, for Talon, they're going to be banning out Urshifu once again. Miraidon is still open, might tell you.
That's what I said, bro. They just have to remove it, and they cannot not allow Kai to have it at all. Because again, we already saw what Kai could do to Hoopa if you let them have it. But then again, Kai still does have a lot of options, so long as Alter Ego doesn't get it, just like the Blissey and the Umbreon. But this also gives Talon the opportunity to actually get away the Umbreon for themselves. And now that Alter Ego actually prioritize getting into Blissey, which is quite interesting as well, because normally you'd want to prioritize a defender, if not an attacker, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, because just imagine that there are actually a lot of attackers you can actually use in the game. There are a lot of alternatives as well, so you would want to go into a defender or a supporter as your prioritization. But right now,
oh wow,
it's actually the same lineup that we are about to see. You know why? Side up, very familiar. Same thing with Blissey,
Arena again, yeah.
and Zacian. And it's just a follow-up of what happened a while ago.
Well, the thing is, right, I think that Mike here would definitely be going in for that of Serena. Mainly because, they already have like a backlane attacker from earlier. So that means definitely not going to be a, what do you call this? A Leafeon into that side. But again, this is going to be the same set of Pokemon here for the side of Alter Ego if Z-Ray does go in for the Espeon. But what's going to be the change here coming from that of the Greninja? Oh!
My, oh my.
Never
What
mind,
a...
the Glaceon and the Mew.
Alright. We can see Z-Ray actually, I think he would try to go for the curse item. As far as, I don't know. Shindy does have it already, so this is actually very reliant to Z-Ray. Z-Ray is actually the consistent damage. The penetration would rely to Shindy. And on the other hand, for Talon, yes, Mike is their attacking prowess. Same thing with Dylan. So definitely Sync 1, despite having the health item, what do you call this one again? The Charging Charm. You need that speed. You need that speed in order to gain some distance and, of course, get your arrows landing on your opponents. This is like an alternative of an Inteleon. But definitely, I can understand where they're coming from. This is more damage, and, they don't need the information because they have the Infinite Cybergun already. So why not just go for a better one, right?
That is true. I mean, it's going to be quite what do you call this? Over exaggeration to have both Mewtwo and both Inteleon in the single team. So definitely after Infinite Cyber, and there goes the Knock Knock. Spirit Shackle, obviously, into Shadow Sneak could put up a lot of damage. So I can definitely see how they're going to be using it, but then again, just I really like the draft here coming from the Alter Ego, because not only did they ban Hoopa, but they also took away Blissey and Umbreon, right? Which essentially couples down Kai. And that is a huge, that's a huge disadvantage for Talon.
Yeah, because Kai, again, we've said it over and over again, specifically that Kai is actually the anchor of their team. Take out Kai into this situation, definitely it will be a tough time for Talon. But this is quite of a same approach during game number 1. Kai
they didn't topple the knee, in the game. They did it in the draft. And we saw, the results of that.
Quite true. And, it's just a matter of fact that they have to set their prioritization. Alter Ego must keep an eye up against Kai, because Kai right now would provide a lot of sustain for their team once again, just like in game number 1.
Oh yeah, but here you go though. But Icarus just standing there, menacingly.
Waiting for the Swabos and Notarius, actually.
Wow, okay, yeah. Now Icarus now here, have a little bit of a backup here as well. Coaching coming from that of Mew as well, just to be able to push through, getting some scores. Mike here trying to get in their stacks as well, but still, alone? Man. There's 4 Pokemon running down to Mike. Central area.
Oh yeah, and he's getting chased down. Look at that, 4 Pokemon.
That
But
is
on the other
bad,
hand, it's a bottom
bad
path.
position.
Bad position. They managed to took down 1 for 1, but this is a lot of pressure for Talon all the way into the bottom path. Look at that.
Oh
A
wow,
lot of
another
damage.
one.
Yeah, very huge, right?
That is huge, dude. I mean, being able to take down the main source of damage coming in from the side of Talon, especially at this stage, this time. Sure, it's only 2 minutes past, but 2 minutes is already enough to build your carry in your team, and to be delayed, that's a huge disadvantage for the team.
Ooh, Spirit Shackle hitting a lot. Xingdi suffering a couple of HP here. Have to back away a little bit right now, and look at this. Ultra Ego being shredded a lot in terms of HP. They have to back away.
Yes, sirree, but look at this though. Talon, Kai is just making sure that everyone gets their health, and if you notice, right, as well, because of the cotton core, what was this? Sorry, pollen puff rather, not cotton spore. Because of the pollen puff, Talon, when they disengage, they always make sure to stick with each other, which is actually quite scary to do. But because of the radius of pollen puff, everyone just gets healed up, so they're not really scared to be with each other. But the thing is, the Zacian is there, and when they are all together, everyone's just gonna get hit by the Sacred Sword and the Sovereign Sword as well.
Totally agree. And despite getting hit on that one, that would actually have a huge impact. It's not just a little bit of damage, it's actually a huge damage. But right now, Talon is keeping an eye on the Regice. They cannot afford to lose this one, and there goes the United, but not gonna be enough. Glaceon still secures it. Phenomenal execution for After Ego, calculated, and they've left Talon waste a Unite move out of that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, well, actually, just 2 Unite moves that came out, right? Like, it's the Glacial stage coming from the Glaceon from Alter Ego, but at the same time, Knock Knock was used as well. But at the very least, right, they were able to get in a KO, though they were not able to get in the objective down bottom. But then again, you know, I guess that's why it's a good trade nonetheless. But, you know, there could have been better. But look at this, the beautiful disposition coming in from the Mew. Going to be able to put out a lot of damage with Bliss Assistance just to make sure that Xingdi survives even longer. And now there's not going to be able to be taken out.
All right, there goes Ground Control. Lift it up.
Top boiled from Ikura, bro.
Oh, and right now,
Want the Reggie like too.
Yeah. And that's going to put up a lot of pressure for Talon. They have to do something about it. They need to play defense, and they have to play aggressive here all the way to the bottom path.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be a hard thing to watch as well.
Mega.
And I'm pretty sure you can feel what Talon is feeling as of the moment, because Alter Ego is just answering everything that they're putting up, and that really puts the morale down for the team. Honestly, if you're playing and whatever you do, you've already done everything, and it just gets you know, taken down, just getting shot down, the morale would definitely drop. But at the very least, right, like, you know, Talon is not giving up just yet. They're still on the move, and gonna be able to destroy the first goal down bottom as well. Mike, though, is almost down as well. So, you know, Talon there's still hope for them to get in, especially that the Rayquaza always gives hope to every team in this tournament.
Oh yeah, and Talon, by the way, is on the upper hand. Despite being a minimal amount of the lead, they actually still have a big chance to turn the tables around, knowing that there is a next objective all the way into the bottom path. Regieleki would spawn as well all the way into the top path, in which they haven't claimed yet the tier 1 gold zone of Alter Ego, so they have to do something about this one. There goes the Spirit Shackle, not going to be hitting. Mystical Mirage pop up as well.
Dude, the Mew would have been taken out if it wasn't using Mystical Mirage. With the Spirit Shackle, man, that was quite huge for them. But, you know, regardless of which, Talon was still able to not only take away the Regi bottom, but take down 3 with the type of Alter Ego, nonetheless.
Right now they're going to be taking out 94 as well. Quite a knock. 10 seconds on the clock for the Regieleki. They have to climb up as soon as they can, score a little bit amount of goals to even build up the lead. But I feel like Talon, their goal here is not destroy the tier 1 goal zone, wait out for the final stretch to double it up and overcap it as much as they can.
And that's what we're doing. That's what they're doing at the moment, right? Just get in their resources, and focus on leveling up, which is a really good win con and a really good strategy coming from that of Talon. Not allow Alter Ego to force in the issue and do not fight fights that they cannot have as well. But look at this though, even though they were able to take down the Serena, at least Alter Ego is down low in terms of HP. Now Zire almost getting taken out, and they did take them out with the arrows. Ladies and gentlemen, Talon is still not giving up, and they still have hope here. And now in just a minute, we're gonna be able to see the Rayquaza as it might is just trying to get in some XP down bottom. Reggie oh, wow!
What a beautiful egg bomb! What was that? Stole it away up against Talon. And right now, Talon is feeling the pressure. They have to drop him. They have to eliminate the Regieleki as soon as they can. And Alter Ego is going to be marching all the way into the bottom path. They have 9 seconds to get the objective before the Rayquaza is up.
What? Ikura, my man. Man, I am. Oh my goodness! It was a 1v4, 1v5, bro. It was a 1v4 actually. It was a 1v4. Ikura was just standing there, menacingly, bro.
One egg is enough. One egg was enough.
Sunny side up. Chef's order, Chef's specialty, and now they were able to take down the Reggie Ice as well, putting them in a lot of advantage. But Talon does have the XP advantage. Let's find out who's going to be able to get in this team fight.
Oh yeah, for sure. But right now, it is going to be Talon applying up the pressure. They know that they do have the advantage, so they have to get rid of the HP buff as soon as they can. And the blue power is already up.
Here we go. Mystical Rescue popping up as well for the Silvering Sword. The Silvering Sword. My goodness, putting up a lot of damage into the Rayquaza, finishing off by Shingni, and now going to be able to secure the Rayquaza as well. Alter Ego alters Talon, and not giving them any wins at all. Ooh. Even the Sidwai wasn't able to use any Unite moves, as you can see. Even Serena was removed from play immediately.
This is Alter Ego. The message has been sent. And Talon, they won't be facing their main target as they lay over. They actually have a delayed flight. And they...
No, it's not a delayed flight, bro. Your flight to Korea has been canceled, bro. Go back.
It has been canceled, my dude. They're going to be having a different route.
Yo.
Talon, still scoring a couple of goals, but not going to be quite enough to cash up on the 695 points. Make that one 757. And that is going to be it. Alter Ego, with 30 seconds left, takes this game and advances to the upper bracket finals.
Oh my goodness, it's just so beautiful. The way that Alter Ego recognized Talon is just going to be, going in, trying to get in and burst down the Rayquaza. They burst them down with their own Unite moves, takes down 3, and just like that, winning this match as well. Kai was shot down, and so did the rest of the team. Not even in game, but just on the draft.
Wow, and with that, Alter Ego takes the spot, books their ticket to Japan, and will be facing Mirain Sejong for the upper bracket finals. What an upset, what a target lock by Alter Ego, making sure that they get their revenge story up against Talon.
Man, dude, I'm still conflicted, as I mentioned. Obviously, congratulations to Alter Ego, but then again, this is still not the end of the road here for Talon, because they are still they can still get into the top 4 on to that of